I'm Holly Proctor. I'm the publisher of Inside Singletree magazine. I'm here today with Andy Odie, a real estate broker with Liv Sotheby's International Realty and our exclusive video sponsor for Inside Singletree, and with Rob Bruce with All Mountain Technologies. Let's just start out by saying, Rob, I understand you were a founder of All Mountain Technologies. How did you get in this business originally?
Well, there were 5 of us, and we all were working, helping businesses with IT. And we wanted to pool our resources and get a real office and actually get insurance and be a real company. That's how it started.
Good way to start.
Almost 20 years ago.
Okay. And here you are.
Yeah, here you are. And I know I've been coming here, I remember, gosh, maybe it was at even the beginning stages. So nice to see you again. And you really have helped me with my computer in the past. So now you've expanded and doing so much more. So I'm really excited to share with others about the services that you provide. So with that being said, give us an overview of generally what type of services that you do provide for people. Because it is an added, it's not just for, I was the one time, computer user, but you've expanded to businesses, whether that's, just me, someone in a small office, larger. So explain again, just kind of what your overview and what your goals are.
Sure. The focus has always been on businesses, but as we have supported businesses and taken care of their security and made sure that their folks could work effectively, a lot of the tools became scalable down. So, and in the last year, all the tools we had that let us help individuals and large companies now let us help individuals. So where we always focused on business, I think it makes a lot of sense now to use some of those tools to help the community and reach people that need the help, because there's a lot more IT and IT devices in the world now than there used to be. So
oh God, there's so much technology. Okay, but thank goodness there's people like you that can help, because as a lot of people have experienced with the remote working, whether they're on their own or through a large corporation, I find it quite interesting of the support that you can be from this spectrum all the way over here. Explain a little bit about that, how you can help people with that.
So we've got a team of 12 people here, and we have a whole response desk, a help desk that just takes calls and helps people. We're different than most other IT companies. We don't have tier 1 escalation. We try to solve everything with the first touch. So when someone calls or gets a hold of us somehow, we will remote into their machine with some tools we have and help them, show them, control their mouse if needed, but otherwise just look and see what's going on and see if we can help. Most problems now, with computers getting better and better, aren't technical related. It's not often something burning out or failing. It's more about helping the user get what they want to get done and use the computer right. And that's pretty easy to do if you have the right people helping and have a good team.
Yeah. So with more people, as I mentioned, remote working, but going from even a large corporation that is in another state that they have an IT department, however, you can also be the local support for them, setting up, making sure. Is that correct?
Yeah, a lot of times people that are out here may have a company elsewhere and they don't really want to work with the IT department, or it's challenging, and we can help them do that.
Yeah, and make sure everything then just converts over and is smooth and support locally.
Sure. We're with the companies we work with locally, and it's from Telluride to Denver. We work regionally. We support a lot of companies remotely. We design systems that are manageable remotely as well. So we don't often have to go on site when things break. We haven't had to go on site reactively with something breaking, a piece of hardware, better part of 6 months. But
Okay.
But I think the tool sets that allow us to help those companies, and especially if they have multiple offices or people that need help wherever they are when they're traveling, allow us to help normal users a lot more rapidly as well.
Right.
And our focus on fast, good support.
Yeah, which we all like, and need more often than we want to admit sometimes. But also that segues into what you do to help people to figure out about which systems may be able to be the best for them. Is that correct? You can get them be proactive in what they want to maybe have the goals of achieving.
Yeah, our strength is for our business partners and for most folks we work with, helping them with security, making sure the network is solid, and making sure they have access to everything they need wherever they are. So within that framework, I'm not sure if I answered your question, but yeah, that most people can get done what they need done if everything's working the way it should in their network.
But if they're not even sure of what system to use, that's where you can assist.
Sure. Yeah, with our business clients, we will engage with them, work with them for 3 months, see what they do, and then make recommendations of how to go forward.
Right.
And yeah, a lot of what we do is really business consulting, whether it's HR help, accounting help, workflow around how they do what they do. We've worked with 70 companies that have the same sorts of needs, and we can often suggest something that might work for them that we see working somewhere else.
Yeah, that's terrific. So, were you going to ask a question?
No, I was going to, well, yes, you piped right in though. Because I was going to ask about the strategy and consulting with clients and how the relationship you form is really important to understanding their needs, and you put a lot of time and energy into that so that they go to understand what you could offer and you understand most importantly what they need.
Technology strategies.
Yeah, and that's how I said that the clients that we have the most success with are the ones we partner with long term, that we have an ongoing relationship. We're essentially part of their team, where we see how their company is evolving and we can make recommendations that align with their business goals around technology. I'm not here just to sell something, install it, and walk out the door, but rather to build a relationship and be the local resource that everybody trusts.
Right, and with that though, I want to kind of switch to another component that's important, because obviously a lot of people own businesses here, they work remotely here, which then you need to have a really solid platform. So for people even that are purchasing large homes, and there are a lot of large homes in this valley, and they're getting smarter. Yes, the technology is getting smarter. So there needs to be even more support in making sure that there's a solid platform for that, with the network and the whole thing.
That's exactly right. And a lot of times when someone will buy a home and call us, it's, do I have the right internet? Is the internet strength on my Wi-Fi good enough all over my house? Because there's all these things I might want to do, whether it's AV, or whether it's home automation, or whether it's even smart things like a smart fridge. They need a secure and strong infrastructure to work properly. So we'll come in and help them make sure that the network is working right, they have the speed they need, and then they can install whatever they want or engage with AV companies or whatever they want to do.
God knows, we know when that little thing goes spinning around, it's not doing nothing more annoying. So you make sure that all that is working in the right speed and the power and the whole base for it.
And it's even as simple as at my house, we have 2 repeaters now, and just being able to talk on my cell phone over Wi-Fi if I go downstairs or upstairs is nice too.
Yeah, I know, I have that problem usually, so.
But that also brings the point that I understand the mainstay of your business is smaller and larger businesses, but you can also help individuals, be it in their home or just for computer support. My testimonial is how I found you 2 days before Christmas, and let's just say the team here saved me. Most companies I Googled said, we'll talk to you after New Year's, and the team here was able to just get my computers back up and working within 12 hours. So again, I know that's not your focus, but I think it's important that the community members know that you can help them, and then again, develop a relationship over the long term for their needs other than an emergency situation. That's right.
Well, again, I've lived here a long time, and Pam, our operations manager, and I have a thought that really we're going to see these people again and again, and customer service is paramount. Her team is really well trained, and I think she's able to respond to anything that comes up, and whether it's for our business clients or someone local, we want to be seen as a resource for that kind of solution.
She was the one who saved me.
Yeah. Well, on behalf of a lot of people, businesses and individuals, thank you so much for what you do, and also just for that local touch and feel and customer service. I know, I appreciate it.
Yeah, it's just nice to know that there is somebody who is helpful, is interested in building a relationship, who you can trust, because I know there are a lot of people out here, when something goes down or something isn't working, it's always kind of like, now what do I do? So be it a crazy individual like myself or a large corporation, you really can service the needs of all of them.
Well, I appreciate that, and thank you. It's nice because the technology we've been developing and working with for business really now applies to everybody. And it's nice to offer that community service and be able to support folks that need it. Because really, people are more and more tied to technology, not less. And we just want to make it work for them.
Oh my gosh, that is so true.
So for your IT needs, please call All Mountain Technologies. Andy, thank you so much for being here. Thank you, Rob.
Thank you, Rob.
Holly, thank you.
Yep.